Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. There's a different scenery today. There is no car, but we are going to talk about it. And I got a bunch of paper here. Well, I got about a page and a quarter of a page of mods and parts list. And as some of you all were asking for it, and I had a lot written down, but I started adding more. And now I'm going to tell you guys and read off of this paper all the stuff really that has been done with the AMG. So it's gonna get right into it. I don't want to draw this out too long, but yeah, here we go. So first off, the car has been tuned by Anthony Lashy at Race IQ. That was a custom dyno tune right there for E85. And the car has a VRP clutch delete. It's a 68 millimeter pulley, the VRP supercharger belt tensioner pulley, and it's got no bearings as well. We have the Creative Steel belt wrap kit, which is a very good kit. I have no complaints at all with it. It's very simple. It works flawlessly. I think it went up in price because when I purchased it, it was only like $280, something like that. It wasn't really, it wasn't very expensive at all. I think it went up though in price. But I have the VRP secondary heat exchanger. We have the PLM primary heat exchanger. Then we have the in-trunk 2.5 gallon ice tank, and that's backed with the two Johnson CM water pumps. So we have one at the ice box itself. Then that pumps it to the front of the car, which there's another pump there, which pumps it through the rest of the system. And then we have going to our fuel, we have two Walboro 450 E85 pumps with E85 submersible fuel line in there. I'm going to go ahead and hold right here because I need to adjust my light again because my dog keeps jumping on it and moving around. But okay, back to the list. All right, so we got the submersible line, and we have the 40 amp dual relays with that, and the bulkhead and the tank hat. And we have a looped fuel rail. I believe I put -6 AN fittings on that, and that has obviously -6 AN line going across. I might have to remodify that a little bit and have it going under the supercharger versus going over the supercharger. I believe it's rubbing against the hood a little bit, and that's I don't want to risk that any more than what it's been rubbing on it. So we'll have to fix some stuff there. Going to the fuel, the injectors, we have 750cc Dodgeworks E85 injectors. We have an AFR wideband, that's from AEM, I believe it was. We have the VRP secondary air injection block-off plates, which work good, which again I have to code out the SAI on the star system to code it out of the system completely. I believe there's two places in there that it has to be deleted from, so it's in the DAS part of it. So I have to redo that and code out the aromatic suspension and convert it to the cool suspension. And then we won't have any lights at all. And then back to the list, we have VRP bypass plate in the supercharger, which I have no complaints with. We had, what else here? Going on to the supercharger. The supercharger is rebuilt. That has all new bearings, seals, gaskets, the whole nine. And that was all provided from Performance Works USA. The owner, Kevin, he is an awesome dude. He helps me with every question I've had, going through the process from just tearing it down to replacing everything. Gave me a ton of tips and tricks to do along the way to help make that process pretty easy. So I definitely would encourage you guys to go to him if you have the W211, the compressor rebuild kit. He has them, so he actually will just sell the kit just to you, or you can send your supercharger in and he'll take care of everything. It's not that much more to do it that way, but I was on a time crunch, so I just did it myself. Moving along, that was then topped off with the Mobil 1 jet oil, which is recommended to use for that supercharger. Then we have the going to the throttle body. We have an 82 millimeter throttle body with the adapter plate. I bought that as a kit on eBay. I believe it was used, but it may have been a refurbished one. I think it was like $300, something like that. It was a genuine Mercedes throttle body as well, but I don't have any of the hiccups or anything. I believe I did in the past, but it was due because you have to reset the throttle body with the system. But you can do it the correct, a good way is going through Star to recalibrate it. But you can do other methods as well that they work just as well too. But if you're unfortunate, then you just kind of have to deal with it sometimes, or just go to someone who has a Star system to help reset the throttle body that way. Then reset your adaptions as well, and then you should be all good to go. But it can be with your tune as well. So I know Anthony Lasci, he does really well. With mine, I haven't had that problem, so I think he worked around it. But we'll move on then. After the throttle body, we have the Motorsport long tube headers with custom tips. It still has the stock resonator because it didn't at first. It was just way too loud and drony. But the stock resonator helps take away a lot of the drone. It's still some there, but it's not horrible. We have the air oil separator that has been installed. Might have to go to a bigger one. That works good though. The suspension was converted to the Arnott coil suspension kit, so that's been completely overhauled as well. We have all new upper and lower ball joints, thrust arms, control arms, stabilizer links. These are all Lemforder parts. We have the new wheel bearing hubs on the front, both of them. And then there's all new rotors and pads all the way around. The car has new soft brake lines, and the system was flushed with using Star as well. We have new valve cover gaskets, new Gates supercharger belt, new coil packs and wires, new set of NGK Iridium. I use the LFR7 AIX plugs, so you need quite a few of those. I believe it was 16 plugs you need. There's a lot of those. It can be expensive. I think it's like 170 to like $200 depending where you go for the whole set of those. After that, we have, okay, going to the coolant system now, my favorite. We have a new coolant reservoir. We have new coolant line, the little like the bleed off hose, and all the upper and lower hoses as well. Those have all been replaced. We have a new water pump, new thermostat and housing. These are all genuine parts as well. We have a new serpentine idler pulley. We have K&N air filters, a new coolant temp sensor, new oil housing seals. We have new serpentine tensioner pulley. We have new motor mounts, new trans mount, new 13-pin connector, new rear main seal, and new flywheel bolts, new trans oil and filter, and the newer conductor plate as well. New front and rear drive shaft flex discs. We have new crank position sensor, new IIT sensor, new map sensor. These are all genuine Mercedes sensors as well. We have new serpentine belt, newer alternator, a brand new trunk battery, and the front one has been replaced a few years ago. And also, what did I forget? Oh yeah, and all 4 of the O2 sensors have been replaced as well. So there is some other stuff that I haven't put on there. And that way you have some of the new pins, the clips for the coolant hoses as well. There's probably a few things on here that I haven't put down. That's just like the mods and stuff that are on the car right now. This doesn't go back, in time where everything else that I've bought and different parts that I've went through. So this is just kind of what's done to the car as of right now and is on the car. So everything works. The car does run very well, actually. It runs really good. I'm very happy with it. I've been just taking it easy on the car, just cruising around a little bit. It is a gas hog. I'm not sure why. I mean, just cruising around. I mean, I went about 25 miles the other day with it, and I put about 4 gallons of E85 in and used it all in just 25 miles. So it's only getting like 8, maybe 10 mpg right now with E85. Obviously, it goes down using flex fuel, but it kind of sucks, especially with gas prices going up as much as they are. So yeah, around here, E85 is now like 3.89 a gallon. So it's almost not worth using it anymore because in the past it was only like $1.50 over here. So it's crazy, but still running it because that's what I have to run in the car now. So yeah, guys, that's all the stuff that has been done right now with the car. The new radiator is in. The I know it was unfortunate. The hose popped off like I did in the last video, but it is fixed now. It is holding a little bit of pressure as it should. Everything is working as it should at this point, which I'm very happy with it. The cap, everything works perfect the way it's supposed to. Yeah, so far I'm very happy with the car. Uh, Other than the cold starts at this point, if it's really cold out running E85, it takes a little while to start up, but it's just the pros and cons to running that fuel. But other than that, guys, I don't want to drag this video out too much, like I said, but just going over a list of things here and there. But as always, the car is always for sale. I mean, not at the moment, but if a good offer comes along, I won't hesitate to take it because I really would like to try a different car. I really would like to either get into like a C6 Z06 Corvette or a F10 M5. You know, something else that's a V8, you know, that can be easy power. You can get the mods fairly relatively cheap too and just have like a really good potential, a fun car. So I'm not too picky with what's going on, or if anybody has any offers, shoot them my way. If anybody has any trades, let me know. If you guys got something like that you would be interested in, I'm for it. Just hit me up. We'll discuss it a little bit. And yeah, guys, that's it for right now. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the comments, all the subscribers. We're getting up there in the subscribe area now where I want this channel to grow. Trying to get it to grow, trying to do as much as I can right now with what I have, with the resources I got. But I will keep getting videos out here, get some more driving videos because I know y'all want to see that. This car seems to be a garage queen, which I don't want that, but it just happened to be so. But yeah, that's it for right now, guys. Thanks again, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.